Does the targeting rule work?
Oh, yes, it does. But we need to do a better job as a sport making sure people understand it. Like, there are broadcasters and people and coaches that don't understand the rule. And I think that's occasionally frustrating because people have a difficult time understanding why it's called targeting. And just because it's helmet to helmet, Dan, doesn't mean it's targeting. It doesn't mean it's an automatic ejection. And it doesn't mean that the refs are against your team. It's not. Helmet to helmet happens almost on every single play. But in order for it to be targeting, you have to have, one, an indicator, which is initiating contact with the crown of your helmet, or you have to have a launch or an upward thrust. So think about a player launching upward towards the head or neck area of a defenseless player. Those are the two indicators. If it's one of those two indicators, it can potentially be targeting depending on where the contact and the forcible contact takes place. So I think we need to do a better job as a sport educating people. And I don't think people want to be educated. I think in some ways people don't really want to learn the rule. They just don't like that it's not the barbaric Ronnie Lott, I'm going to take your head off across the middle type of game that it once was. It's just not that way. We're trying to keep players safe. And we have actually, Dan, seen changes in players' behavior. Now, week 1, week 2, week 3, you see a lot more targeting fouls because guys aren't as dialed into tackling fundamentals. But as the season goes along, you'll see less and less. So, yes, last night was eye-opening. 4 targeting fouls in the first half alone in that Louisville-Ole Miss game, some of which were inexcusable, where guys are just leading and spearing with the crown of their helmet. So it works, but I think we need to do a better job making sure people understand why it's targeting and how we reached the targeting rule and why a guy got ejected and it could potentially affect them not just for this game but for the next game as well.